Hey guys, we got a match here on my Ice Thomas Shadow Rider. This is just to show you how I PvP as an Ice. Currently I am level 80 and I'm against a level 88 Storm. Right. And keep in mind guys, he has Sharpened Blade and his level 84 star spell. I do not, so that's a pretty big advantage. And let's see, oh, he goes for a Triton right now. And right now I'm pretty much just going to explain my strategy as an Ice. My strategy is to pretty much bombard my opponent with a bunch of surprise attacks with Snow Angels, Mammoths, Frostbite, stuff like that. But I try to do it unexpectedly, and if you notice, I only use ice damage aside from my wand. That's because I prefer using blizzards to kill minions, that way I get to put damage on my opponent. And in the way I'm stalling with weaknesses, shields, minions, and that stuff. And this strategy works for me because pretty much, well, I try to be unexpected as an Ice. You'll see most players in the game will power up for a one-hit kill. In fact, I think pretty much everybody aside from this guy and like one other person I've faced on my Ice ranking up has been trying to use some sort of shatter technique, and that only works from first. You'll see them with a full halo of blades, a full area of feints and stuff, and then they will shatter you, then try to one-hit kill you, and that only works from first. If you're going second, that can't work. They'll just shield right before it. And even if you go first, all you have to do to counter that is wait for them to use their aura that buffs them, because that'll be the first time they're using it, I notice. I've yet to lose to them, and that's the round you shield once that aura goes up. And then they will shatter, you get your shield off, and then they have to start all their combo over, and that pretty much just ruins them. And right now I go for the wand just to deal additional damage, and I have that Snow Angel up in case he decides to summon a minion. And Snow Angel is working out really good for me to kill minions. It pretty much obliterates any minion and deals really good damage on my opponent. Now I put up a blade, so now I want to look really offensive. And he goes for wand. I'm trying to make him waste all of his wand since I know he has a storm wand. I kind of want to get rid of that off the bat. And I guess he kind of expected me to hit that turn. I realized he didn't have any buffs, so I didn't want to use my full-on storm shield, but I still expected him to hit. If I knew he did go in for the storm owl, I probably would have used the full-on storm shield. I guess he isn't used to fighting people with such high storm resist, so I guess he wasn't really expecting that. Now I go in for my Snow Angel. He probably expected me to hit last turn. In fact, I was going to, but I did foresee his attack. It's not like it would have done a lot. 1,000 damage isn't too much. Okay, and if you haven't noticed, I am using Balance Mastery Amulet, but on my fire I use Life Amulet. That is because on Ice I have a lot of health to mess around with, and I can take the healing slower thing. But on fire, when I don't got a lot of health to mess around with, I find I can heal better, and I am used to, on fire, you wasting 4 pips on a reshuffle, which kind of gets annoying at Ice when you have low pip percentage. And I mean, yeah, you can heal really well, but on Ice, a great way to take down an Ice with Life Amulet, just balance the spell, spam their reshuffles. They can't do a thing about it. And then they're pretty much done. And right now I'm thinking about using my Frostbite because it doesn't take up so many pips, and also it can deal some good damage on him and maybe force him to heal even more. Because I want to get him to a position where he's just healing. I do not want him attacking me. I want to be the one going offensive. I mean, yeah, even if he's getting full critical heals off, still it'll work out. And if you haven't noticed, this strategy does kind of struggle a lot early game, but late game when players are running out of the cards in their deck, and I've on my like third reshuffle, that's when this strategy tends to win. Because just the other day I was facing this balanced captain from second, and I kind of waited for him to be low on cards before I started bombarding him with attacks, because he was using crit gear, and every time he'd heal, he'd get a crit, so all my effects were pretty much useless. Plus, he had a fairy pet, so that's always fun. Right now I'm thinking about using the weakness to pretty much just reduce some damage. He doesn't have any blades, and I do have that heal going around me, but I always like to weaken your opponent, even if he doesn't have any buffs. It'll buy me time. And he goes for a Tempest. Damage will be reduced on me. He gets a crit. I block the crit, because I have mad high block on this guy, and my minion just gets wrecked. And I'm thinking, okay, you've wasted all your pips on the minion. I'm going to make you waste even more of your pips as I try to find better cards. And right now he shields. That's a good move on his part, realizing I don't got the pips. Cloak the shield. And now I shield my minion, hoping he will survive. But I didn't. I thought he would go in for just like a colossal lightning bats or something. I didn't think he'd go in for another Tempest. I think it would have killed anyways, even without the crit, but it was a good move on his part, so that shield is wasted. Good news is now I do have an infection, so I can start reducing more heals, and I'm not really infection spamming, because I don't really need to versus this guy, and I don't need to cloak a million since he's not exactly healing a lot. He's trying to remain the one offensive. And I'm shielding. I'm going to try to cancel out that trap. He is shielding. He is shielding up. That is a very good move on his part. He is just trying to keep himself alive. I go for the second tower shield in case he wants to do like a combo hit of some sort. And he used another of the same trap. So I guess he did have that plan. Now I go for the fortify. Any extra resistance will help. He goes for yet another shield. I guess he's getting all of his shields now, and his heals are still kind of hiding, so that's why. I keep picking the mammoth up for when I manage to get off those shields, and right now all I'm looking for is another frostbite or an angel to get off the shield. Right now he's got all those buffs. I'm going for a full-on storm shield, make him waste that blade. And he is shielding. And I go for the legend shield right now to pretty much protect myself from a convert. And now he has to play through that too. And he goes for a storm shark, I'm guessing, just to get the shields off. And I still got the fortify and tower shield up, so I'm pretty safe. And right now I go for the freeze to pretty much get rid of the stun shield, so when if I do go for a mammoth, I can get the stun. But I fizzled, so well, it's not like I had anything better to play that turn. I don't Colossal the Blizzard because he isn't really going for minions. I go for Infallible. Well, I'm kind of just to have him expect a hit soon, because I'm still looking for an angel or a frostbite of some sort. I do pull my stun it back again, but I am in danger of a hit. I go for my shield. He uses pet shield. He is just shielding and shielding. Right now, I go for my snow angel in an attempt to pretty much just remove those shields. And this part's pretty funny. He has been criticaling pretty much all match, and I've been blocking all the times. And I get a crit, and he doesn't block. Kind of funny, but he is using all-out crit gear, meaning he gets pretty much no block whatsoever. And I have decent crit on this guy. And right now I go for another blade, powering myself up, getting ready for another hit. And I'm guessing I don't really need that other hit unless he gets like a crit heal of some sort. And let's see what he goes for. He goes for Bolt to get the shield off. He can't kill me at this point, and that is why I will go in for the Blizzard to take him out. And I win this match. More ice PvPs and other PvPs of some sort will be in the future. And I'll see you in the next one.